a buyer of real property, what do I bring to the closing? The main thing, you have to bring the money to pay off the transaction. Typically 10 or 20% of the contract price held in escrow until the close. For this conversation, let's say you put down $200,000. You have to arrive at the closing with $800,000. That's a combination of money from your bank account and money from a lender, whoever you borrowed the money from. To buy a precious home like this, right? We love a home that looks like this. It'd be probably a Center Hall colonial. Now, money, and you have to bring insurance. You want to make sure that your home is insured from the date that you buy for a period of 1 year. All lenders are going to require that you have the insurance prepaid for a period of 1 year. You're going to bring 2 forms of ID, driver's license or non-motorist ID, and another government ID like a passport or an employment ID. I think that's it. Insurance, money, pen, beautiful pen. Bring a pen so that you could sign your name on the dotted line. Interestingly enough, the buyer never signs it. You'll have to sign transfer documents. So in the city of New York, the counties have fewer. In the city of New York, you have to sign a deed. Not the buyer. There is a deed, and then there are 4 additional documents. State tax, a city tax. That's signed off on by the seller and also the buyer. A smoke detector affidavit that's signed off on. A sworn statement that there's a smoke alarm house, and that's all that the buyer has to sign. And then thick stack, about as thick as this phony house. Thick stack of mortgage documents. That's the relationship between the buyer and the lender for giving you the money. Now, on the date, even in my example, on the date of closing, the house placed in the name of the buyer. That's part of the transfer. You're going to receive a deed and keys. Even in my example, there's an $800,000 mortgage. The house is still in the name of the buyer. The bank gets a mortgage, and the mortgage gets recorded against the deed. So those are the documents you need to bring with you to the closing. A checkbook, cash, bank check, photo ID. You leave with the deed and the keys.